but what do you ultimately want to do when you part ways with Canfield High School?
Right now, I'm deciding on two options: is go college, go to mechanical engineering,
Okay.
or going to a school called PIA as an aeronautics mechanic.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, one of my brothers has done that, and he likes it. And I've seen great interest in it, so I'm thinking about that route as well.
And he's the one that kind of led you in that direction?
Sorta. My whole family's always been in aeronautics.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always liked planes as well when I was little. It's just it's just mechanical engineering is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little bit. I heard rocket science is pretty tough too.
Yeah, but I also find it fun.
You like the challenge?
Yeah, take on the challenge.
What's your favorite subject in school right now?
Definitely history.
History.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to study in the history class?
Just the different conflicts that's happened in like American wars, just wars in general.
Fair enough. Who's the teacher that's impacted you the most? You can go all the way back to kindergarten if you'd like.
Yeah. I think my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Kerensky.
And why is that?
Because he's always pushed me to be the best person I could be. Because 7th grade year was COVID year for us. Well, it was like post-COVID.
Oh yeah.
So we had a rough time trying to adjust, and it was just hard for me to adjust into a normal school environment again. But Mr. Kerensky always pushed me to do well, always made me love history, and just move on for that.
Let me ask you a question. We'll let you go. I promise. It's a situation where you're wearing that jersey, and Greg alluded to it. Obviously, what makes you so proud to wear that C on your chest?
Well, first, this number was my father's.
Oh wow,
That's awesome.
So I want to keep that tradition alive. And my whole family always played for Canfield, and wearing this jersey reminds me of them. Reminds me of every person that played as a football team and as a family together.
Who's your hero?
Definitely my father.
Why is that?
My mother passed away around 8 years ago, and he had to take care of 3 sons by himself.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's awesome. AJ, thank you so much for sharing your story. It's an inspirational one, and we know you're going to go on and do great things. And well, aeronautic engineering and yikes. Needless to say, you won't need us for anything. We'll be asking you for money very shortly. We'll be right back right after this with more from Canfield High School on.
You might get 15 minutes to yourself every day. Would you rather spend it in your old, outdated shower or in a new, beautiful, low-maintenance shower? At Home Team and Window Depot, we turn your dreams into reality without the hassle. Our team handles everything from design to installation. You just sit back and enjoy the transformation. No mess, no stress, just a stunning new bathroom tailored to you. Contact us today for a free consultation and discover how easy and affordable it can be.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
Help for your child to grow and succeed. We provide a path forward for you and your family. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our adolescent programs were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Zone Coverage. Right here from Canfield, Ohio, DJ Yoakley, Sam Torres, Greg McAfee, and we'll introduce this guy in just a second. But all of this is brought to you thanks to our friends over at Youngstown Clothing Company who outfitted us tonight. Well, everybody but our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't see the game last week, then you didn't see this guy flying all over the place. He is making an impact every single day, every single play, every single game, and he is making a name for himself all over the great state of the OHIO. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Canfield senior, Mr. Landon China.
Yeah.
Landon, I mentioned before you got in here, I'll kind of take it back a little bit because I don't think it's proper that we say what I actually said. But, dude, you are built like a Greek god. For you, this is just like why you do it, right? You're in the weight room. You mentioned mom and dad have something to do with that, but you are chiseled to a T. Do you have to like fluctuate weights for football season the way wrestlers do?
Because I also play basketball.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I kind of fluctuate, but I definitely lose weight with basketball.
Yeah.
I have to gain it back with football in a short period of time over the summer.
I mean, you're outstanding, and you hit people harder than I think the law will allow sometimes. For you, talk to me about why you're so violent. Is there like a gremlin in there that's just angry on Friday nights? What is it?
Yeah, I would kind of say a switch kind of flips, and I kind of have feelings for no one. I kind of just let everything go loose and pretend that I hate everyone on that field.
Where did you learn that?
My father's always taught me that, to say screw everyone else and play how you play.
Did you always know that you had that monster inside, or is that something you had to find?
It's kind of come out ever since varsity football hit. I was never like that when I was younger.
No
I
kidding.
was always told I was the nicer of the siblings.
So the monster was found by being the nice one, right? For you, what's your favorite part of doing what you do? What's your favorite part of your job right now on the football field?
I would say overall playing with my teammates beside me, and overall just being a player on this field and having this community around me. Everything about it is special to me, and that's what I look forward to most when I'm coming out here to play.
Greg has a question for you.
With that mentality, you said a flip kind of switches for you. Was there a moment when you realized that you kind of had that inside you, whether it's from, I mean, like when you first joined varsity football, was there a play in a game or anything where you noticed that you had that inside you?
Yeah, I would say my sophomore year when I'm starting, my first kind of introduction to football, I was like, I need to wake up. This is kind of a whole new level than freshman. So I needed to talk to myself and talk to my dad, and I needed something to switch immediately because you can't play baby football in varsity.
Once you realize you have that, I'm assuming it's kind of hard to just put in the back pocket. Yeah, it's something that just kind of develops inside you in a way.
It keeps going.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you play flag or anything like that?
Yeah, so I was a big soccer kid actually before.
Okay.
I played soccer for 13 years of my life until 7th grade. But yeah, I'd play flag football in the spring all the way out until 7th grade or 5th grade or something like that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I was big. I was always big on it. And then I always wanted to try a tackle when I was younger, but my parents said they kind of want to keep my body safe and said wait till I'm a little older.
You hear that, Z?
I've heard that one before.
A couple of times. I mean, when you got to experience tackle football, what was it like for you? Was it a culture shock?
Yeah, it was definitely a rude awakening. I wasn't ready for something like that, kind of getting hit constantly. And as my coaches always say, it's the only place you're allowed to physically hurt someone and not get in trouble. So I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
At all.
Although I've seen police line up ready because you have some violent hits, dude. But I mean, you're built. You could probably be like Zeus and just break those chains with no problem. Landon, you're playing a team this week that I mean, you don't even utilize the first letter of their high school.
Yeah.
What does this rivalry mean to you?
It definitely means a lot. Our word every year for this game is war, win against rival. And we do it in our break. We say it every time we break from anything. And Poland's always a game marked on our schedule, and it's very important to us. So we definitely, of course, are going to fight for this one. It's always a good game, too.
This has been a matchup that people have compared on the other side, on Poland's side, to be their Super Bowl. Do you feel the same way, or is this just another game, part of your 10-game
We
chapter?
treat every game the same.
Okay. No follow-up, sir. I apologize. Please don't hurt me. Greg, go ahead.
As athletes, we always find a way. Like we always find a way to gain an extra edge. When you're going against a rival like Poland, like the team down the road, you have to find that extra edge. Is it kind of built inside of you, knowing who you're going to step across the field from on Friday?
I think as us as a whole, I think it's already kind of set in stone, and it's already there for us. We don't need much motivation for kind of a game like this. We used to always put the trophy in our locker room, if we had it or not. And this week we haven't because we shouldn't have we shouldn't have motivation for this game. It should always be set in stone in you to win against your rival.
Is this a situation where you look at this game, both teams coming in undefeated? Does this help you springboard into the second half of the season with a win, especially with a win, or even if a loss, can you learn something from that too?
Yeah, first away game, I think even a loss on our first away game would teach us how things would go for us in the season, but we always treat 1 week at a time, a day at a time. We always want to go 1-0, focus 1 week at a time. So at this point, you guys just have to treat it like a normal game too, but we want to win, of course. We're going to fight for it.
Greg, good.
No, I got to dive into the game a little bit here. X's and O's in a way, but they got some talent over there. They got a pretty talented sophomore quarterback who kind of loves to dance around the field. What's the key to stopping this high-powered offense on Friday?
Our coach always says, don't give Speed the ability to make plays, so we can't give him space. He's a kid that likes to get outside, he wants to bounce it, and he'll run up the middle for sure, but we have to get that to him, not let him make the plays and make other people beat us, is what the game plan is.
Yeah.
Sam Torres has a question.
So listen, I like to get things started and stir the pot a little bit. So
Here we go.
You've played in a couple of these battle of 224s. Yeah. What is your favorite moment of any of these battles up until tomorrow?
Would you say like any game in general? Or just
any time that you were going against, you guys don't say P, so Oland.
It's definitely holding up the trophy and keeping it at home. It's our biggest thing that we want to accomplish and we look forward to. And ringing the victory bell every week.
You mentioned your mom and dad before you hopped on here, a big part of who you are and why you are who you are. What's today? Talk to me about what they mean to you and how they've built you into this cyborg that you are.
I would say they mean everything to me. They've always kept me going in life, and I always look up to them, how they work, everything they do around the house, around their job, anything. I've always looked up to them, and I plan to keep looking forward until my adulthood.
And then big time into your nutrition and stuff like that. How have they kind of keyed that up?
My dad's big on just health and keeping my body safe and healing almost. And I would say my mom is big on just give me the food that I need that will actually help my body instead of, it's not, food just doesn't help. It's about what you eat and when you eat it at certain times of the day. And she's been big help on that too.
Just tell your mom to send those tips over to trying to figure stuff out here on the fly. It's tough when you got our next guest coming up, and Enzo Coca. His dad keeps us fed. For you, let's talk about your role models. Who are they and why?
I would say my family, mostly my dad. His work ethic, everything about him I've always looked up to. Since I was a kid to now, I've always watched him and how he is as a man and how he holds everything accountable and how he treats other people, and I've always followed that through my life.
The Undertaker's here. The Undertaker is here. Anything else for Landon?
Just is there anyone that you kind of like to model your game after? I mean, you talk about that mentality. Is there anyone you kind of watch videos of or anything like that?
On the offensive side, I would definitely say George Kittle. He's more
I see it.
Yeah.
If I had watched because I'm a Browns fan, sadly.
I see that.
Sadly.
I'd probably watch Myles Garrett all the time. See what he does and how he works.
Have you ever thought about T.J. Watt?
I know he's a great player, but I kind of don't want to watch him.
You're in good company, my man.
Love it. Landon, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. Good luck on Friday. We're huge fans. Ladies and gentlemen, Landon Shina. We'll be back right after this with more zone coverage presented by the Youngstown Clothing Company.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Green.
And welcome,
Rob. No voice of God.
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
That's 2 breaks in a row.
I'm just trying to make sure that we're on the right path, guys.
God will always put you on the right path.
Sometimes you just got to make sure the production's right.
I love it.
One set of footprints.
We are back here at Pumped Up Field in Canfield, Ohio. DJ Oakley, Sam Torres, Greg McAfee. It is Zone Coverage presented by Youngstown Clothing Company. And we are joined by a young man who has, boy oh boy, made quite the career for himself and quite the year. Really, across Ohio, he is gaining and garnering all kinds of attention. He is the senior quarterback and also doubles on the other side of the ball, which most people don't do, especially their senior year. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Enzo Coca. Enzo, I'm sorry, we don't have any George Kittle references or Cyborg references for you. But I will say this, dude, what you do on the football field is incredible. I mean, you are like one of it's like watching everybody else move in slow motion sometimes. The way you follow your blockers, the way that you can sling it, you're a joy to watch. Talk to me about how you've learned to be that type of a player that can run and pass when called upon.
Yeah, I've been playing football since 6th grade, so kind of a young age, but kind of started a little later too. But, just developing as a player with all the great coaches that I had since I was a little kid, them teaching me the stuff that I need to know and don't need to know, what to do, what not to do. But also being able to be surrounded by such a great team. My O-line does a lot of work for me, my wide receivers, always blocking when they need to, doing great routes, stuff like that. So for me to do what I do, I really need a good team, and that's what I have.
It's incredible to see you play because if you haven't seen him, it's comparable to Le'Veon Bell from a running standpoint because you go slow-mo, and then you follow your blockers, and then you see a crease and you're gone. How did you learn that? Is that something you learned from watching yourself on tape? Is that something that you watch the defense? How did you kind of bring that in? Because I've never seen a quarterback do what you do.
Yeah, actually, when I was younger, I would always come to these Canfield games. I'd be on the sideline, and actually a player that I would watch a lot would be Ethan Fletcher, who's also a alumni here who played quarterback, obviously. And just like his patience in the game and how he played the game is how I kind of model my game, always trusting his blockers, trusting that the gap's going to be there. So that's kind of how I learned it from. So yeah.
A two-way player, was that ever a question to you, or is that a situation where you begged, hey, listen, I can help the team if I'm on defense too? Because most high school quarterbacks nowadays are just one-way players because they want to protect them.
Yeah, I love defense. I'd probably say I like the defensive ball way better. Just being able to go and hit someone other than being hit, that's got to be way better. But to be able to play both ways, I love that, and I'd always want to do that for sure, yeah.
Greg McAfee has a question.
Just kind of playing both sides also help the other side when you're playing defense backs and know how to read the defense and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being a quarterback, you have to read the defense, know what coverage they're in, but being a safety and a DB also helps you learn that coverage as how safeties or corners are going to play that specific coverage. So it helps a lot to play on both sides of the ball for sure.
Everybody knows your last name, obviously, for a number of reasons. You like to serve it hard on the football field too, man. Do you feel any kind of pressure with that last name of having to live up or add extra sauce to what you do on a Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, at some points there's a lot of pressure. I've had two older brothers who come from Canfield football, both on the state team, so there's a lot to look up to. But at the same time, it's just going out there and playing how you know how to play, playing how our standard is here at Canfield.
Talk about that relationship with your family. I know you guys are close-knit. What are you competitive? Is it passive? What is it in the Coca family that makes you guys excellent athletes and excellent employees and employers?
Yeah. Me and my brothers are so close together. We talk every day, regardless on if they're away at college or not. Me and my little brother, he's playing on the team right now.
Is he?
Yeah, we're getting closer as well. But just a relationship to have with each other, growing up with each other. They've always been picking on me too, because I'm the smallest one in the family right now. So there's a little rough house, and thank you to my mom for shout out to her for keeping up with us all the time.
That a girl, Mom. Sam Torres has a question for you.
So you're playing for the Canfield Cardinals. This is the program you grew up watching. On Friday nights, you get to be the man with the ball every offensive play. What's that like for you?
Yeah, with all this support behind me, us in the stands and everything, by the community and everything, being able to touch the ball, it's an honor to be the quarterback of Canfield High School. Like I said, mentioned the standard, you know, it's really an honor to play on this team. So to be able to be the quarterback and be able to be the voice of the offense and help out on the defense is just, it's great, you know.
Greg, you had a question?
You guys have gotten off to a pretty hot start here with big wins over, you know, Cardinal Mooney and West Branch in week 1. Just what's been the key to that start for you guys this year to get off to such a 3-0?
Yeah, I mean, right after last year, it was a little disappointing year for us. You know, nothing that we were really looking forward to. But right as that season ended, our next season started. This season started. So in the off season, everyone was working their butts off. You know, getting after it, keeping that last season in the back of our head. But I think the key to this year is our chemistry. You know, we're really playing as a team, and our chemistry on the field, but also off the field. You know, I find myself with the football team after practice mostly every day, you know, always hanging out on the weekends and stuff like that. So I think chemistry in our bond has been something that's been different this year for sure.
What does this rivalry mean to you that you're taking part in tomorrow night?
Yeah, Poland, they're a great team every year, you know. You got to set aside the records by both teams. Both being 3-0, good seasons right now, but you got to set that aside, and this is a one-game season, you know. If you're going to go 1-9, the rivalry win should be the one win that you should have, and that's what we're looking forward to.
What does the future hold for you?
I'm really not looking forward to playing any sports football in college, so I'm looking to go to college in Cincinnati and study pre-med.
Like UC?
Okay. Yeah, UC. Yeah.
Attaboy, Enzo! Dr. Enzo.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm all over that. Who's your doctor? Dr. Enzo. He's quarterback in my heart. I mean, your folks got to be thrilled about that.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, my dad's in the business area, and so my brothers are also taking that step as well towards my father. But I kind of want to be a little different, you know, try and step away. But I think being a doctor would kind of be my thing.
There you go.
How was the? And I got you. Don't worry. What was the? How hard was the decision? I guess I'm trying to ask to say no more sports after high school. And have you thought about what it's going to be like to hang up the cleats for the last time?
Yeah, you know, it's sad to think about, you know, like this is my senior year. This is my last time playing with my brothers on the field, you know. But at the end of the day, it's football. Like, it's not going to be there for the rest of your life, you know. You got way more bigger stuff later in your life, and that's how I kind of look at it. Seeing all these alumni, Canfield people coming in, telling you stuff like that. So it's like there's more to look for in life than just football, for sure.
Sammy?
You know, out there right now, there's probably a kid who's 7, 8, 9 years old that is looking forward one day to leading the red and black attack. What would you tell him to get him ready?
You know, I keep on mentioning it again, but the standard here at Canfield is like nothing else, you know, just to be able to work every day and not be satisfied with what you've done that day and be thankful for that day and just keep on going, stacking the days up and working hard every day.
Role models for you, who are they?
I kind of already said Ethan Fletcher. You know, he was both sides of the ball, also a safety as well. I feel like I got to say Brock Lowry as well, you know, the name to remember in Canfield. But also my brothers as well. Nicolo is my oldest brother, also wore the number 16. His senior season was cut short from an ACL injury, his first game against West Branch. So I wanted to carry the tradition of the number and play my senior year for him for sure.
That's important. Enzo,
That's awesome.
we can't thank you enough for stopping by.
Yeah,
Good luck
thank
to you
you guys.
tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Enzo Coca will be back right after this with more zone coverage on YSN.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for nearly 10 years. The biggest thing about Greenwood that we love is you get that family-owned aspect that comes into play. We always work with Paul Kello. Paul makes it very simple for us to come in, purchase a vehicle, no different than we go and buy anything else. No hassle, no haggling, we drive them off the lot. Very simple process, which makes it a lot easier for us as a family of 6. Don't have to worry about it. I'm Matt Crystal, and Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
Are your windows letting in more than just the view? At Window Depot, we believe replacing your windows shouldn't be a hassle. Our experienced team handles everything from consultation to installation, making the process smooth and stress-free. Upgrade your home's comfort and energy efficiency effortlessly. Contact us today for a free consultation and discover how easy and affordable it can be.
And welcome back to Zone Coverage with DJ Yoakley, Sam Torres, and Greg McAfee. Let's kick it over to the guys for their picks tonight.
He's back! Welcome back to Zone Coverage presented by Youngstown Clothing Company. And thanks to Youngstown Clothing Company for these awesome threads that we're wearing tonight. Yes, we look like it's a uniform. And I'm sure we're getting tons of hate right now from Poland saying, hey, where's the blue shirt in there? Sorry about it.
Did you see the size of the kids? You think we're wearing blue here?
I'm not wearing blue around Landon Shine. It's just not going to happen, okay? It's just one of those things you don't do. But you got Enzo over there that's, like, ready to fight him. Like, he's the baby of the bunch. Let's take him home. It is time for our pick segment, the one that everybody loves. But what I will tell you, and I waited specifically until we got here to tell the boys about it, now that it is officially, quote-unquote, conference season, we're going with the Drew Pasteur lines. So instead of just picking right away, we're using the lines like Drew Pasteur prediction, such as 2-1 Akron East against 2-1 Archbishop Hoban. The prediction is Hoban by 40. So you have to pick the line. Will Hoban win by 40 plus, or will East win or lose by less than 40? So with that being said, we throw it right over to the leader in the clubhouse, Mr. Greg McAfee. Go ahead.
Hoban by 40?
Hoban by 40.
Hoban by $1 billion.
And the little toss. A little, yeah. Sammy?
Listen, the goalpost has changed. My statements will still remain inflammatory. I'm still going to speak in big terms, and this one is going to make me look like a genius because I'm taking Hoban by way more than 40.
I'm going to take Hoban as well. I think that they've angered the Hornets' nest there in week 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see what Hoban has to do here in week 4. Hoban across the board, sweep by 40 points. All right. Now, Pennsylvania is tricky because there is no line.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just straight pick 'em. 1-2 Beaver taking on 3-0 Hopewell. They've got an outstanding quarterback, Greg, you mentioned. Who are you taking?
I went with Beaver last week when they took on Amani Christian. I know what Hopewell brings to the table this year. They got a talented quarterback. He's surrounded by a lot of talent. Give me Hopewell.
Where were we last week?
We were in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, somebody was scared. Somebody was scared.
Listen, Beaver, he may have given up on you. I have not yet. Give me Beaver.
I also will take the Bobcats here in week 4.
I got my record to think about, guys. All right, I got my lead.
1-2 Boardman taking on 3-0 Maple Heights. Maple Heights chosen by 15. Sam Torres, what say you?
I don't believe the 3-0 Maple Heights. I don't. I looked at their schedule. I know a staff member out there, and he was talking to me about how great their start was. I think Boardman is a different animal. So I'm going with Boardman over Maple Heights with the points.
I, too, will take Boardman and the points. Greg?
Yeah, I mean, Boardman's coming off that triple overtime victory over Cheney last week, their first win of the season. They were in both of their first 2 games to start the year against Twinsburg and Lake. Give me the Spartans in this one. I think the momentum is built. I think DJ Doda's got something building over there.
Hey, so this next game, it's 3-0 Canfield against 3-0 Poland, and Poland is favored by 5. Hey, guys, would you mind coming over here real quick? We're picking your game. I just want to make sure, just stand right behind us. Landon, make sure you stand behind this guy right here.
Don't worry, you'll be able to see over me.
Poland is favored by 5 in the 3-0 versus 3-0 battle of Route 224. Greg, what's your pick?
Who do you think I'm going to pick with Landon standing back there? I got the Cardinals. We're in Cardinal country. They're off to start to a special season. Give me the Cardinals.
Hey, with all due respect, I'm terrified of Enzo, too. I'm taking the Cardinals as well. I picked against them last week. That didn't work out well for me. I'm taking the Cards. Sammy?
Listen, I had this whole thing planned, a shirt, all this ready stuff. I'm not Loca. I'm going with Coca. Give me Canfield.
Hey, you flipped his pick. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. They will be back. They'll be trying to throw the football through the window.
I feel like I had the shield behind me.
Yeah. Hey,
They should have crossed their arms and,
China's the real deal, man. He's a big oos. On to 2-1. Cardinal Moody taking on 0-2 Steubenville. Cardinal Moody picked by 11. Steubenville off to a tough start. I'm going to keep rolling with the Cardinals because even though they lost to this team, very talented Canfield team, I don't think that hurts them. In fact, I think they get angrier and they go down and boy, oh boy, they might take that horse home with them. They're going to score so much. Sammy.
Listen, this is going to be the first one where I am going to pick the team but not the points. I think that Mooney wins this game. I don't think it's going to be by 11 or more. I think this is a touchdown game. I think Steubenville's stumbled out of the gate, but that's a really good football program. They're going to get close, but no cigar this week.
Say it.
I'm going to take Steubenville for the points.
There it is. We're learning. In case you can't figure it out, we're not getting Greg.
I'm going with you, DJ. I got the Cardinals. Taking this one by more than 11 points. Really like what I saw last week, even though it ended in a loss against Canfield here on this field. Ike Lake is one of the best running backs in the area. Really kind of jumped on the Ike Lake train this year. I think he has a big game down there against the Big Red, and the Cardinals win by more than 11.
Next game is 2-1 champion taking on 1-2 Brookfield. Is Brookfield going to play an away game at some point this year?
They got it. At some point, they got it.
They just said, you know what? Our field
next week. Next week they're at Leopard Stadium. That's their first road game of the year.
Jeez. We'll see. The spread is champion by 1. It's pick'em, boys.
Yeah, this is my favorite type.
Yeah, same here.
The math in Sam's head is just incredible. I'm going to take champion here. I like what they've been able to do. Obviously, off to a 2-1 start. I like what they've been able to accomplish. I think they're going to get right back on track, on the road, in Brookfield, and break that turf in a little bit more for them. I'm taking the Flashes.
You know, I'm a big fan of Paris. He's an Ashtabula boy. They run that wing tee over in Champion. I think that's about how close it's going to be who touches the ball last. I think Champion's going to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Champion started off the season with that tough battle against McDonald. They've really come on as the season has gone on. I think Brookfield has a little bit in the tank. They got a couple talented kids over there, but I really like what the Golden Flashes have been able to establish over the last 2 weeks. Give me Champion.
Champion across the board. It's a sweep. On to 2-1 Chardon taking on 2-1 Perry. A surprising loss last week, Sam, against Kirtland, but they've got Perry bouncing right back by 23. What say you?
Yeah, so this is kind of twofold. I want to send a huge shout out to the quarterback from Perry, Richards. Thoughts and prayers. God bless you during this time of healing. You know, Perry, they're going to have to find a new signal caller, essentially. Luckily for them, Chardon is down this year. Chardon has struggled this year. This has not been the same Hilltoppers that you've seen in years past. I'm telling you guys are really testing my skills. I am going to take Chardon because of the points. I think Perry's going to win, but not by more than 23.
Chardon in the points.
Chardon in the points.
Okay.
I'm right there with Sam. You know, finding a new signal caller at this point in the season, tough battle to overcome, especially when he's so important to your offense. I got Chardon in the points as well.
1-2 Conneaut taking 1-2 West Geauga. West Geauga by 32. Sam Torres, you know more than any of us about Conneaut.
Absolutely, and I've seen West Geauga. This is a West Geauga team that's tough. 1-2. They took Geneva to the absolute limit in the first half of the first game of the season. Geauga is very, very talented. They're not 32 points talented. Conneaut's the real deal. They found some things last week. Isaiah Bowles is starting to run the ball very, very well. Give me Conneaut and the points in my most confident point pick.
Yeah, 32 points is a lot. I mean, I went Hoban by $1 billion, but West Geauga by 32. That's a little too steep for me. Give me Conneaut with the points.
Yeah, that is a little bit too spicy for my taste. I'm going to take Conneaut and get their. I'm going to say Conneaut outright and get their second win of the season.
There you go.
Crestline 1-2. St. John 1-2. St. John by 2 touchdowns, 14 points. Sam.
Listen, this is interesting that they're giving St. John this many points. Now, I understand that St. John went out last week, 35 points in the first half, complete shutout in the second half against a Beechwood team that was struggling very much. Crestline has struggled as well, but they do have one win. I think this is a great line. Even though I'm going out on a limb, I'm taking St. John and the points, baby.
I wish we could turn the camera around right now. This is awesome. I don't know what they're doing, but they're getting it figured out, boys. They're hyped up for tomorrow. Greg, what are you taking?
I'm going St. John by 14.
I'm also going to take St. John by 14. Might be a little more, if we're being honest. We are going to be somewhere where St. John is next week for this very show. So butter them up, Sam.
To be determined, folks.
TBD. This is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
224. But this one we're going to talk about, I think this is equally just as great as the game. 3-0 Crestview, 3-0 Liberty. Crestview by 22. Greg, you're calling this game.
I've been pining for this game since Friday of last week when I got to see Liberty for the first time this season. Liberty's full of dogs. DeJuan Moody, Deion Tutwiler. They got animals across the board. Tyson Watson, solid quarterback under center. And you also bring Crestview into this. Jake Nolan, we've talked about him multiple times on this show. He's a stud, and he's continuing to get stronger as the year goes on. Crestview by 22, though, that's a little steep for me. I like the Leopards outright.
Okay. All right. We're dancing. Sammy.
Listen, it's I think I'm going to take Crestview in the points here. I know Moody is phenomenal, but I think Crestview is looking at this as the game where we are solidified a contender. I haven't picked them at all yet this year. Here's a first for everything.
I know what this is.
Wait, so you're saying Rebels by 22?
Rebels by 22.
I'm still getting this figured out.
This is what they call in the back rooms a setup. Right? Because this is a tiebreaker, and they know this is a tough one. But au contraire, mon frere, because I'm going to take Crestview to win the ball game, but I'm going to take Liberty to cover the points.
There you go.
So there. Maybe I'm not taking Crestview to win the ball game. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know. I'm taking Liberty in the points. This is how you tap dance, boys. We got Beaver Local and East Liverpool. Oh boy. The game. 1-2. Potters taking on the 2-1 Beavers, coming off a tough loss. Beaver Local by 6. Just throw these records right out the window. Sammy.
I'm going Potters. I'm going Potters straight up.
Okay. You don't have to. You can say, I'll take the Potters and the points.
I believe in myself enough. Potters straight up.
No. You believe in yourself, but you also believe in Paul Cusick.
You know how I go. Look, East Liverpool is coming off of a tough loss to Salem. Their second loss of the season last week. and it probably didn't happen in the way that the Potters wanted it to happen. I think they bounce back this week. I don't think I'm not taking East Liverpool in the points. I'm taking East Liverpool outright because I'm a Paul Cusick guy. Come on, Youngstown. Yeah, let's go.
Paul Cusick guy, and then get sued for copyright. I'm gonna go with the Beavers. I'm a believer. I'm a Beaver believer.
A Beaver believer.
You know I love the Potters. You know I believe in Paul Cusick, but I think the Beavers are angry. I think Wade Foster is an absolute dog, and I think he's gonna get it done this week. This is his senior send-off, and I think this is the way that Wade goes off against the Potters this week. Keep your eye on number 12. On 2-1 Edgewood taking on 0-3 Lutheran West. Edgewood favored by 19. Sammy.
I'm taking Edgewood in the points in this one. I'm going to tell you why. I got a chance to talk to the head coach. I've gotten a chance to talk to the players. There are many points in that game against Girard last week that they wanted back. Started off hot in that one. It gets away from them. They try to come back at the end. They don't have enough time. There's stuff that they figured out in that game thanks to Girard. And the person who's going to have to deal with that are the Longhorns of Lutheran West. Give me Edgewood by 19 and more.
What was it you said last week about Girard?
Yeah, that's coming.
That's coming.
Oh, that's coming.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's coming.
So just to clarify, Girard won that game, correct?
What was the final?
They did. It was 42-27.
And you picked Edgewood, correct?
I did.
Okay. All right. I just want to clarify.
And you picked Edgewood here.
Here.
To cover.
Plus something.
Okay.
Who did you pick in week 2? Who Girard play in week 2 when you picked against the Indians?
Picked against them. Against them.
All right.
But remember, week 1 was a different story because I think I picked Edgewood, and I can't remember who else picked Edgewood that week.
Nobody.
Yeah, I thought so because they beat the Unstoppable.
Who's the Unstoppable?
The G-Men.
They beat Garfield.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. Despite all that talk, I'm gonna take Edgewood this week as well by 19 points. They're gonna hand Lutheran West 0-4.
12 minutes later. In all seriousness, I'm taking Edgewood too. We're sorry, Edgewood.
Touchdown! I hope you caught that, Rob.
Little double coverage sports.
That's got to be in our intro.
So Edgewood sweeps across the board against Lutheran West. 1-2 Elwood City taking on 1-2 Mohawk. There is no line. Means we're going straight shot. Mohawk Warriors.
All the way.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got more picks for you right around the corner. Join us, won't you? Zone Coverage presented by Youngstown Clothing Company. Be right back.
Enjoy lunch or dinner on the patio. Eat, sip, relax at Giangelo's in Boardman.
At Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, you can afford to be yourself. Family owned since 1952. With one of the largest showrooms and in-stock selections in Northeast Ohio, you are sure to find pieces to make your house your perfect home. Shop with confidence with our everyday low pricing, price match guarantee, and free local delivery. We want to exceed your expectations, not your budget. From recliners to sofas to accent tables, FlexSteel's comfort, style, and quality make them the perfect addition to any room. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for nearly 10 years. The biggest thing about Greenwood that we love is you get that family-owned aspect that comes into play. We always work with Paul Kello. Paul makes it very simple for us to come in, purchase a vehicle, no different than we go and buy anything else. No hassle, no haggling, we drive them off the lot. Very simple process, which makes it a lot easier for us as a family of 6. Don't have to worry about it. I'm Matt Crystal, and Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
You're watching Zone Coverage here on YSN Live. Let's join DJ Yoakley, Sam Torres, and Greg McAfee.
Rob, why does it feel like we're on hold? Like the music that I hear when I'm on hold is with like Verizon.
changing it up a little bit, buddy.
Change it back.
We're trying to get a little funk.
Oh, we Uptown funk you up. Welcome back to Zone Coverage. DJ Yoakley, Sam Torres, Greg McAfee with you. We joined once again by the Canfield football team here in just a little bit. We're going to finish up the picks. And all of this, by the way, brought to you by our friends at the Youngstown Clothing Company. The greatest t-shirts and fleece you will ever have. They also have hats now, too, so check out their hat. Very comfortable. Very, very well fitting. And they are sick designs. So thanks to the entire crew over at Youngstown Clothing Company for allowing us to do this. This is pretty sick.
It is pretty sick. Yeah, this is fun.
I look forward to every Thursday with you guys. Having fun, talking sports. We really appreciate the feedback that we've gotten for this show. Rob, obviously, we couldn't do anything without you. And they don't know what you're up against.
It's a battle.
It is. Hey, we're winning. We're winning it. Back to the picks. 2-1. Gainesville Garfield taking on 2-1 LeBray. Garfield picked by 20. I'll start it off. I don't like Garfield by 20. I don't like any team by 20 points, usually, except Hoban this week. I'm going to take LeBray and the points because I think Garfield, especially on the road, still trying to figure it out a little bit. We saw them. Sam alluded to it earlier. We're not going to dive back into that topic. I think they're getting their legs underneath them with Ryder Kane, but I think it's a situation where LeBray not going to lose by 20. I just don't feel it in my bones. Sam?
I got to disagree with you. I think Garfield got maybe their only loss of the season in week 1. And I don't know, they're looking back. The G-Men, even though, we were joking around, busting chops, that's a program I don't want to be in the way of ever. And the fact that they're still irritated from the way this season started, I feel bad for everybody who's got to go against them for the rest of the year. So 20 plus, give me the G-Men.
Sir, I'm going to shake your hand because I feel the exact same way. Garfield is one of those programs you just don't want to see week in and week out. It doesn't matter who they have, what talent they have. Every year they are good. They, as like Enzo was talking about earlier, they have one of those standards, one of those cultures that they're good year in and year out. They have another solid back in Ryder Kane this year. I think he has over 600 yards, 9 touchdowns, something like that from the backfield. He's a dog, like we like to say. Give me Garfield.
Yeah, I mean, you move on to the next one, 3-0, guys. Geneva versus Hawken, and you've got Hawken by 14. Hey, Geneva's a YSN team now, and we love them, and they have been pummeling teams. I'm going to tell you, I don't think it stops. I don't think 14 points in favor of Hawken. I know they're good. I think Geneva just they haven't been to Midas. They're going to keep it on the gas instead of the brakes.
I'll tell you what, I think that 14 points comes from the fact that Hawken throws the ball and they throw the ball well.
Yeah.
Their quarterback is 6'6", 6'7". He's got a hose on his shoulder. But what they're not taking into account is nobody runs the ball like the Geneva Eagles. Bryce Pete, we were talking about 600 yards for Kane. Bryce Pete is leading the county right now with like 595. He's got 7 touchdowns. Oh, by the way, his quarterback has 5 as well. So he's not the only one scoring. Geneva just plays football. That's what they do. Hawken, it ain't gonna be your night. 14 is insane. Give me Geneva, probably more than 14.
Yeah, when you have a talented quarterback like that on the opposite side of the field, one thing you can do to counteract that is run the ball, eat up the clock. That's what Geneva does best. I like Geneva.
Great point. Great. Hey, we're talking ball, boys. We're talking ball. And we don't have a horn going off. That living crap out of everybody. 2-1 Grand Valley, 0-3 Wyndham. Pardon me, Grand Valley favored by 34. Bombers just have not been able to find it this year. You feel bad for them. And I think when you look at what Grand Valley is looking to do and what they're trying to bounce back from, I usually don't take points against the YSN schools. I'm going to take Grand Valley outright on this one, Sammy.
Yeah, I think this is Grand Valley by a ton. The points and everything seems about right. I think they are, I won't say shocked, but Friday didn't go as planned for them last week.
Who tried to tell you that?
You guys called that one early. Again, another chance to talk to some of the guys over there, and they're angry and they're looking to flex, so I brag on them some more. So you got to start that now.
Ashtabula, you don't know what you have in this. I mean, he will live and die with you. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I like Grand Valley as well in this one. I think, they're coming off of a loss to McDonald, which, as Sam says, is probably a shock to them in a little way. I think they're going to be angry. I think they're going to be ready to go, and they're going to light up the scoreboard on Friday.
Howland and Carrollton. I got it. 1-2 Howland versus 1-2 Carrollton. They say Carrollton by 10. I say Howland beats them outright. I'm going to take Howland in this one.
So I don't know what you describe this as because it's not full scumbag.
I have no clue where this is going.
It's not a full scumbag pick. I'm going to take Howland and the points, but I still think Carrollton's going to win the game. I just don't think they're going to win by 10.
Oh, no, that's fine. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that. Yeah. That's not scumbag at all. I was like, oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You never know what is going to come out of this guy's mouth, so I was a little concerned. But, yeah, give me Howland outright. I like the Tigers bouncing back with a win.
Quick pick here. 3-0 Hubbard, 0-3 Niles. They've got Hubbard by 33. Yeah, I'm going to take Hubbard. I think they're going to start the clock on him just to save face a little bit, and that's legit. I mean, I think teams do that to make sure nobody gets hurt or try to avoid injuries. I'm taking Hubbard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Niles is coming off of a tough – they gave up a big lead last week to Ravenna. It's going to be tough to get back on the field, especially facing a 3-0 team like Hubbard. They got a talented quarterback in Braden Songer over there with a couple weapons on the outside. This Hubbard team is legit, and I think that continues this week.
A lot of chatter about this next game when you talk about 3-0 Jackson Milton going to the house that Hake built with the 2-0 Mineral Ridge Rams. They have Mineral Ridge by 31. Now, guys, when's the last time you ever saw 31 point spread on an undefeated team? That I don't think I've ever seen that. That being said, run the damn ball. Andy Hake is not a happy camper this week for a number of reasons. I'm taking the Rams.
An upset Andy Hake is not somebody you should meet ever. Normally, I would say those were too many points because he may pump the brakes, but you guys fired him up. He snapped into a Slim Jim. It's Mineral Ridge by the points.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother.
I like Mineral Ridge in this game. I don't like the points, though. We're talking about a Jackson Milton team that's 3-0. Brian Shaner's facing his old team, and Mineral Ridge likes to run the ball. That's going to eat the clock.
Run the damn ball.
Run the damn ball. I apologize. Run the damn ball.
It's on a hat.
It's going to eat the clock up a little bit. I don't think they're going to get as many opportunities to score and take that big of a lead. Give me Jackson Milton in the points.
All right. We're going to go quick pick here. 2-1 Jefferson taking on 0-3 Orange. Sam, I know this bugs you, but it's Jefferson by 10. I'm going to take Jefferson.
Jefferson in the points.
Jefferson.
Sorry, Tim. 0-3 Lakeside, 1-2 Harvey. And it's Harvey by 23. Sammy?
Lakeside and the points.
Okay.
Lakeside and the points.
I'll jump on that. That's an easy one to get behind. When Sam says little, much like Austin Town Fitch, you go with Sam.
Yeah.
On to, oh boy, 2-1. Lisbon taking on 3-0 East Palestine. And you've got East Palestine favored by 16. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Lisbon runs the ball very well. They've got the all-time leading rusher in the backfield, Ashton Hinchcliffe. On the other side, East Palestine's being able to spread it out. This is air attack versus ground attack. Greg, you said it earlier.
Yeah.
The run attack could really put Palestine in a bad position because they are so effective. The problem is, Palestine, some of these passes are just extended runs. It's like Ben Roethlisberger at the end of the career. I'm going to take East Palestine with the 16 points.
East Palestine struggled for so many years, and whether or not the tragedy that happened there changed mentalities or not, they have figured out how to win, and they've figured out what it feels like to win again. They're not looking back anytime soon. Give me East Palestine and the points.
Okay.
Give me the sweep because I like the Bulldogs.
Wow. I think Ashton Hinchcliffe, if he gets going early, it could be tough. Problematic.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an easy 16 points, but I like the Bulldogs. I like the Bulldogs.
On to Louisville, 3-0, taking on Marlington, 2-1. Louisville by 37. Rob, go ahead. Tell us why Louisville's favored by 37.
Well, for one, you've got a team that's they've just been able to run the ball behind Owen Wilson and Owen DiMarzio. Gabe Stouffer's just been solid throwing the ball. I know through the first 2 weeks he had like 3 incomplete passes. Last week he kind of came back down to earth. But on top of it, there's been a little bit of locker room stuff back and forth.
A little shadow?
Everyone likes
that. They started to talk to the Leopards a little bit, so those guys are fired up and ready to go.
Do you like 37 as the spread here?
I think it could be more. There's some stuff going and some junk talking, and there's a couple of guys I know on the team that I caught. I said, Kappa said, do it on the field.
That just got clipped, by the way. Right to Marlington. Right to Marlington. We will not have this game, by the way. We've tried everything in our power to get in. It is being covered, and there is, quote-unquote, no space for us. So we have all due respect to Marlington. Frustrating for us, obviously, because Louisville, we want to cover you, but we might have something up our sleeves. We'll see. TBD. That being said, Louisville by $1 billion.
Are they the Dukes?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a Hellman's guy. Give me Louisville by 73.
Did you compare mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise, my friend.
I wanted to make sure I had that in check.
Look.
Bring out the Hellmans and bring out the best.
When Rob speaks, you listen. DJ, you took the words out of my mouth. Leopards by $1 billion. With the emphatic.
We just had a mayonnaise drop right here on this zone coverage.
I never saw that coming.
Neither did I. Sam says we're talking mayonnaise tonight. 1 and 2, Louisville taking on 1 and 2. I can't do this. Oh.
You can never say zone coverage is not fun.
Louisville by 22. All right, professional. Journalism. Louisville by 22. Sam, don't say any more stuff about mayonnaise.
I'll keep the Soup City stuff in my pocket then, but I am going Campbell Memorial in the points.
Look, the Rockets have a propensity, a history of lighting up the scoreboard every single week. I don't know if they have it in them this week. I agree with you. Red Devils in the points.
I like Ricky Wilrich.
I do. It's tougher. It's a tough choice for me.
Just to be that
22
guy.
is a lot of points.
It's a lot.
Ricky, get him! I believe in you, Ricky. I'm going to go with Louisville. All right, on to 1 and 2 Matthews taking on 2 and 1 Pine and Tuning Valley. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. All right, we're going to need some mayonnaise for this one. Pine and Tuning Valley by 45. Guys, I'm going Pine and Tuning Valley.
They're throwing the ball this year. I never, it is unbelievable.
That's strange.
They are throwing the ball this year.
What year is this?
They've got a guy in Jace Folkman with 6 receiving touchdowns. Ryan Crossan has 10 receptions for over 100 yards. It is a different look PV this year, and they are just scoring in bunches. That's about right because everybody told them they couldn't pass the ball. They said, hey, hold this.
Now I'm conflicted here.
Uh-oh.
Because I really want to take PV in the points.
Yeah.
But I feel I'm going to take PV in the points.
On to 0-3 Newton Falls, 1 and 2
Holy
Southeast.
smokes.
Southeast by 37. Boy, oh boy. I'm going to take Newton Falls in the points. I just don't like it. 37's a lot. Southeast with 1 win on the season. That's 37's heavy, boys. 37's heavy. I'm taking Newton Falls.
Pasteur is trying to tell us that this game is not going to be competitive, and I don't believe that. All right, so I'll take Newton Falls in the points.
I like Newton Falls in the points too. I think they're starting to build a slight bit of a rhythm there out in Newton Falls. Chase Clonch, the quarterback, has really come along as a dual threat kind of QB. I like Newton Falls in the points.
We have 3-0 Riverside taking on 2-1 Austintown Fitch. Fitch favored by 23 points. I like Fitch. I like Fitch a lot, and I like them overall, and I probably a little bit more than 23 as well.
I like Fitch. I'm taking Riverside with the points. I think this game has the potential to be the game of the night. And trust me, I know that the Battle of 224 is going on. This is a matchup of two big dogs. I think Fitch comes out on top, but this is a classic.
Yeah, 23 points is a lot against an undefeated Riverside team. I like Fitch, but not by 23.
Fair enough. Hey, that's why we do this, right? That's why we do this. If he picked with us every single time, he'd win. There's part of me that thinks that he knows that. He doesn't know that I know that he knows. I'm on to you, Mac.
Wait, didn't you take?
What?
Gotcha.
I thought
Teamwork makes dream work. We got an evening time wasp.
I'm still back in Beaver last week.
Evening wasp.
It's an evening wasp.
Didn't you take Fitch by less than 23, or you took Fitch by over 23?
No, I took Fitch less than 23, so I'm taking Riverside in the points.
So I took the same as him. So why are you giving me?
I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm just saying.
What he's saying is you're not worried about me.
I didn't say it.
It also, when I pick different from you, though, it also gives you a chance to come back because I am in first place.
There's a
little bit of that.
All right. On to the next one. 1-2 Salem taking on 0-3 Canton Central Catholic. This has not been what we have known the Canton Central Catholic to be over the last few years. They have Salem picked by 17, and I like it.
Yeah.
I like the Quakers with 17. Sammy?
Give me the Quakers all day by 17.
Yeah, we've talked about them all year long since that matchup against South Range, and early on in the season. I think they found something again last week against East Liverpool. Big win for the Quakers.
Yeah.
I like the Quakers by 17. I hope you're happy, Lauren. My wife went to Salem, so I just.
The Wasp Hunter, Sam Torres is in action. Good luck, boys. Appreciate it. On to 2-1 South Range taking on 2-1 Lakeview, guys. Coach DeJulio is doing something special over there. I know there's a lot of people that are concerned, but they've got South Range by 26. South Range looked so good against Barberton. Division 2, by the way. We were talking about it. I kept saying Division 3, Division 2. South Range might be all the way back. They might be all the way back. And depending on what happens in this game tomorrow, that is going to be 2 weeks from now, one of the best games we're going to see in Poland and South Range. I'm taking the Raiders here. Surprise, surprise, right?
Listen, I'm taking South Range and the points right now, and keep this in mind. I got to take as much South Range love as I can get because there's things coming down the pipeline.
South Range plays Ashtabula?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, oh boy. Greg.
Look, you and I were talking earlier this week. I really like this game. I think it's going to be a good one. I like South Range in the game, but not by 26. I think this Lakeview defense is going to find a way to stand up. And, South Range is going to come out victorious, but not by 26 points.
Fair enough. On to the next one. 0-3 Southern taking on 0-3 Wellsville. Southern by 8, and maybe this is the one that makes all the difference. I know where you're going. I know where you're going, or you're going to the couch. I'm going to go with Wellsville and the points. Greg?
I don't pick against Wellsville, baby. Hometown.
Oh, the separator.
Listen, it's wings versus the couch. And I can eat wings all the time, but the couch is not comfortable at my house. Give me the Indians in this one.
Go to Sheely's, a sponsor, and get a new couch, bro. Hey, Joe Dickey Electric's coming to my house tomorrow. So we support who supports us. Keep that in mind. On to, we have Struthers 0-3, taking on Girard 3-0. Let's quick pick this one. Girard by 24. I'm taking Girard.
Indians again.
Again?
Yeah. Wait.
Southern?
Oh, sorry.
Come on.
I thought this might be the first time you've ever chosen that.
I thought
no. It's 2 Indians in a row.
Did I miss one?
No, I got Southern.
I see
and then the Girard of the
I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you now.
We're
You didn't
unscripted.
pick Gerard last week.
This isn't
This
scripted.
is an unscripted live show.
Look, we've seen how many points Gerard has put up this year. This one will come easy. Gerard.
Is there anything you wanted to say about Gerard while we're on the topic? Or to Gerard?
Be patient, my friends. Be patient.
Still coming?
It's coming.
Oh my gosh.
Weeks ahead of time.
Oh, weeks. Weeks. I thought there was like a.
I see what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
I see what you're doing.
I just figured it out. I just figured it
I
out.
see what you're doing.
Okay. 2-1 United taking on 1-2 Columbiana. The Clippers getting on the board last week. They are dogs by 28. United favored by 28. To the Clippers. Surprise once again, Greg McAfee.
Yeah, I mean, Columbiana's coming on.
craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation